Hello and welcome to This Month in Real Estate. I'm Jay Papazan.
And I'm Brian Ellington. The big story for February is the release of the 2009 budget. Two provisions in particular seek to address housing affordability across Canada. For more, we go to Suman Olney. Suman?
Thanks, Brian. The budget includes an increase in the homebuyer's plan withdrawal limit from $20,000 to $25,000. And that's the amount that can be withdrawn tax-free from a registered retirement savings plan to purchase a home.
Any restrictions on withdrawals?
Well, yes. Among other things, the withdrawal must be used for the purchase of a primary residence by a first-time homebuyer, and the withdrawal must be repaid within 15 years.
Suman, what's the second provision?
The budget also calls for a non-refundable tax credit of $5,000 for qualifying costs associated with the purchase of a first home.
Thanks, Suman. For more on the 2009 budget and how it affects the real estate market, we go to Pascal Gauthier, economist at TD Bank Financial. Pascal, are these measures enough to restore consumer confidence in real estate?
In isolation, these measures probably won't do too much. There does need to be a great deal of awareness that all of these provisions and others that are similar are going to be available. These are the kinds of measures that could help at the margin, especially if they're combined with provincial measures. For example, in the case of Quebec, there's also a renovation tax credit for that province. So at the margin, they certainly could help.
What areas of the country do you think will see the most impact from these measures?
Places where there's still a net inflow of people, so still seeing a net migration inflow because the job prospects are better or because younger folks are moving in, potential first-time home buyers. So some of the markets in Atlantic Canada, like St. John's, Newfoundland, comes to mind, but also a few other markets in Nova Scotia, New Brunswick. Many of those provinces had a huge outflow of people for a number of years and now seeing brighter prospects in the next couple of years.
Pascal, what about places like Toronto or Vancouver?
These are certainly the largest metro areas in the country, and part of the issue there is that sales have come off significantly. Part of that is just consumer confidence, but it's also a bit of on the expectation that prices are just going to continue to decline, which might or might not be the case. Affordability had been an issue for a while, and some people were priced out of the market, so potential buyers, some of them arguably may be waiting on the sidelines.
What about the U.S. economy? It's going to have an impact in Canada, right?
Clearly, a prerequisite for the Canadian economy to start picking up and head out of a recession is for the U.S. economy to stabilize. And the markets will be looking to the real estate market, the home market in the U.S. first to stabilize, which we think could be in the second half of this year or in 2010 at the very latest. But I would say that those who are expecting the kind of magnitude of price corrections that we've seen in the U.S. are likely to be disappointed, unfortunately, and should think about their fundamentals of home purchases rather than trying to time bottom on this. It's just a very hard thing to do.
Thanks, Pascal. That's it for this edition of This Month in Real Estate. I'm Brian Ellington.
And I'm Jay Papazan. Thanks for joining us.